Dan, thanks for making the trip to see us today. Really enjoyed it. Just some feedback for you. Swing on the left is your baseline swing when you arrive. Hand path kind of goes up and out. Not really creating any inward motion, any depth to the hands and arm swing. We're pretty advanced here in the back swing, and your hands are quite a bit more out than where you started. As a result of that, you're already starting to try to kick the centre of mass of the club back and behind you, and also the club face is starting to kind of open up. You're going to see as this swing develops that kind of play out even more, hence why you kind of get this laid off look, and you get your trail wrist into some pretty compromising alignments as well. We've worked that. I mean, that wasn't new to you. You'd kind of seen that before. You kind of told me what you was, what you were seeing and what was going to happen. So what we have worked on doing is straightening the trail leg, a little bit earlier pivot of the pelvis, trying to work the hand path a little bit more in, and you'll see that's a completely different kind of way of moving the club. Mid backswing or lead arm parallel, you're going to see a very kind of different look. Club face is in a different place. Club face is aligned differently. It's a little bit stronger. We haven't talked about doing that. Just the shape of your golf swing has done that. So a very, very different look. And the shaft is obviously more in balance. Not getting quite as laid back. Then from there on the left, you'd get the club kind of pretty steep, so you're trying your hardest to shallow it out, but you just can't quite do it. We know your average three-dimensional impact is around 3.5, 4 left. Also pretty shallow as well. You don't really get any depth to the angle of attack. Down here, we're lining this shaft up better. We didn't speak about any of this. This has just magically happened because your backswing loading pattern is different. So we're lining this shaft up better, and we got the three-dimensional delivery pretty square. I think the average was about 0, might have been half a degree right, and also a little bit more down as well. So we're up to about 4.5 down, which is much better. We were definitely seeing that in the ball flight. The noise was different, the compression was different, and obviously a pretty straight ball flight. So some pretty impactful stuff. We did level up, and we hit some bigger shots. Just keep an eye when you really switch the power in, and that the arm doesn't rise a bit at the end of the swing. So you can see there, just try to rise and lift the face. We'd love it to be a little bit more across. As the arms rise and the face opens, the club will just come out a touch steeper. Just keep an eye on that. But we did get some reasonable geometry with your driver as well. Right leg straightens, pelvis turns, hand path comes in. Beautiful. Beautiful. Pretty good. Great session. Catch you next month.